My dear students, welcome to our new education channel Blackboard. In this channel we will discuss about the various concepts of different classes. Today in this session we are going to discuss about SSC 10th class chapter 1 reflection of light at curved surfaces. You have already learned about that, the reflection of light at plane surfaces. Let us recall once again, what is a reflection? A reflection means when any light ray incident on a plane surface, it bounces back into the same medium. This phenomena of light is said to be reflection. Here the ray which is incident on the plane mirror, that is said to be incident ray. After bouncing back, the ray which is comes out into the same medium, that is called as reflected ray. And a perpendicular line drawn at a point of incident to the plane mirror, that is called as normal. So here if you see, the incident ray and reflected ray, normal, all these three lie in a same plane. An angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection, means angle made by the incident ray with the normal is said to be angle of incident. Angle made by the reflected ray with the normal is said to be angle of reflection. If we measure the angle of incident and angle of reflection, we find both of them were equal. And we see incident ray and reflected ray both either side of the normal. So let us see this activity here. Now you see here this ray diagram. Rays here I am taking laser light and plane mirror I kept under it, and there is a protractor. I kept a protractor on this. So now here I am taking incident ray exactly making 50 degrees with the normal. Now see, this is the reflected ray. This reflected ray is also making the same 50 degrees. So this is said to be loss of reflection. It means the angle of incident is equal to angle of reflection is proved. And if you see our face in plane mirrors, we will see as the same. So here in a plane mirror, we will see the same size of image. Is any other reflected surface also show the same? Let us see here in this just observe the image, how the image of this laser light is that. And here in this surface you see, so in this surface you will find that laser light is diminished in size, and here in this first mirror it is showing bulged image of this laser light. It means when the light ray incident on different places, so it shows different images. So why these are showing like this? Here if you see that surface of it, the reflected surface is curved inward. This is the reflected surface is curved inward. So here in this mirror we are going to get the image bulged. And here one more mirror we have seen. If you see its reflected surface, it is curved outward. So that's why it is showing some other type of images, that is diminished images. So here what is happening in this? Why it is some of them showing diminished images, some of them showing bulged images. Before that, let us see here. I have taken one piece of foam. Imagine that it is a plane mirror. Now here three pins I kept here on it, such that these all the three behave as a normal to the plane surface. Now here I am bending this foam inward. When I bent the foam inward, just observe that what happened here. So here these pins are at present also acting as a normal only. But here what happened is all the pins are converged at one particular point. They came, all these pins are comes closure to meet one fixed point. And here, now I am bending this foam to outward. Just you observe here, the pins are moving away from one another. So here also the pins acting as a normal only. But here, all the pins are diverging. Diverge to be from particular point. So that means when I bend inward, so here this is behave as a concave mirror. This is said to be concave mirror. Means concave mirror means when the reflected surface is curved inward, those type of mirrors are said to be concave mirrors. In concave mirrors, here all the normals which are incident or which are converging at that particular point, that point is said to behave as a center of curvature. This is called a center of curvature. So, a mirror whose reflected surface is curved outward, those are called as convex mirror. In this convex mirror, all the rays are diverged to be diverged. Means when these divergent rays are expanded to meet one particular point, that is said to be center of curvature of this convex mirror. So in this way, we can locate the center of curvature of the spherical mirrors. Now you observe here, so this is the reflected surface is curved inward, so this is called as concave mirror. Here this concave mirror gives bulged images here. If you have already seen here, bulged images. This is called concave mirror. So in this concave mirror, when all the normals are drawn to this from point, that point is behave as a center of curvature. And here this convex mirror it is because the reflected surface is curved outward. This is convex mirror. So in this way we can make concave and convex mirror. So based on their properties, we will use this convex and concave mirror in different purposes that we'll discuss later in another episode. So in this way, concave mirror also be called as convergent mirror. Here all the normals are converging at one particular point. And if you take a parallel beam of rays, when parallel beam of rays incident on this concave mirror, all these rays after reflection, that all the reflected rays meet at one fixed point. So that we consider as focus. Similarly, here for convex mirror, the parallel beam of rays after incident, they diverge to meet a point, they diverge to expand those rays, divergent rays to meet one fixed point, that is called as its focus. So here, how can you know that parallel beam? From where we will get parallel beam of rays? In general, when the object is at infinite distance, from there we will get the parallel beam of rays. Natural source of light, that is sun. The rays which are coming from the sunlight, we used to say they are parallel beam of rays. If a artificial source of light if we use, then how can you consider that the object at infinity? From where you will get the parallel beam of rays? Further, here you see I took two pins here parallel to each other, and when the source of light is exposed on this, just observe what happened. So here the two rays are moving away from each other with the diverging rays. Now I am taking this source of light back. Then what happened? The rays are coming closer, and in particular still now here you see, now they are parallel to each other. If you go back again, that intensity of light is reducing here now. So that means here parallel beam of rays means it must have parallel to each other at the same time the two rays must be bright. So from where these two parallel beam we will get with bright condition, so that point to be considered as infinity point. We can identify that from where the parallel beam of rays can be produced. That also very important, because unless you know parallel beam of rays, you can't identify the focus. What is the necessity of focus? In general, you know, when you take a magnifying glass and if you keep in front of that sun rays And then what happens if you keep any piece of paper, then what happens? It gets into burn. Why? Because all this parallel beam of rays, sun rays are point at one particular place, due to that it get burned. But without using magnifying glass, by using this concave mirror, we can do the same. So, to find out the focal length of that mirror, we require parallel beam of rays. So, that is the importance of this parallel beam of rays. So, in this way, this convex mirror and concave mirror, both of them are curved in shape. So, these two of them are said to be spherical mirrors. That means spherical mirrors of two kinds. One is convex mirror, another one is concave mirror. In concave mirror, reflecting surface is curved inward. In convex mirror, reflecting surface is curved outward. And concave mirror showing that bulged images, convex mirror showing us diminished images. And this is called as convergent mirror, and convex mirror is called as divergent mirror. Convex mirror is called as convergent mirror because that all the rays after incident, the reflected rays are converged at one point. Here about convex mirror, all the rays are diverged. To be diverged, that's why it is called as divergent mirror.